morning, and welcome back to yet another day on the Twisted League. Now, today I decided I'm going to start off by doing Hunter, since I'm pretty much done with the Wintertodt grind now. 500 KC is quite a lot to ask. Dude, this world filled up so fast, it had one person in it. I don't think this world's a good idea. Right off the bat, I freaking made my mahogany stock. So I additionally wanted to mention, or I guess restate, the whole goals that I'm aiming for the Twisted League. Now, the number one goal I want to achieve is completing 250 raids. This goal is followed up by attempting to reach the top 1%. And thirdly, I would like to get base 80s. So as you guys can tell, we've already got a few 80 stats, and the one that's probably closest to being 80 next is agility. So I'm thinking the new goal for Wintertodt will be to stay at Wintertodt until 80 agility, and that'll be the absolute dead end stop point for me for trying to get the tome. I'm the type of person who likes to try and get items, and no matter how dry I go on them, I'm gonna keep trying to get them. Now, that's not to say I haven't gotten lucky over these years, because looking at my RNG series, I certainly have, but in the Twisted League, that luck seems to not have wanted to carry over. So I ended up making both of the logs into stocks after catching around an extra 400 chinchompas. I'm on a UK world, and this one's really laggy for me, so I'm actually just gonna depart from chinchompas for now and go do some aerial fishing. If we actually take a look into the fishing guide here, with 73 fishing and 68 hunter, we can catch mottled eels at aerial fishing. And as you can see, we just got 68 hunter. So XP rates will indeed be increased at aerial fishing, not to mention we have a chance of getting the golden tent, which is a slick 500 points. And if we get that, well, we will have our 5th relic in our pocket. And regardless, I think I'm going to get 99 fishing, as that will also be some really good points. I knocked out a quick little 5% on the Shazian favor before we headed on over to aerial fishing. Limpwort plant has been planted while I go and do the other steps of the diary. Oh yeah, someone dropped a wolf cloak.
What? Why would they drop it? It's a peak fashionscape.
I don't know, it's on the floor though. Feels bad, man. Dude, I look like such a champion. 20 attack has been achieved. The Chadwick. Oh man. Will we get an HP level? It's looking like it. I don't care. Let's ruin the account, boys. Let's ruin the account. 21 attack. Gonna come in. The account. The Wintertodt Pure is gonna be ruined. One more hit. And the Wintertodt Pure is ruined. 20 hit points. But, oh, scroll box easy. Thanks. 2. Another task completed. That is a trout, and 1 task to go. While I wait for my limpwort to grow, I am going to head into the tithe farm and do my first inventory of 100 seeds. That should get me quite a juicy bit of farming experience. So on our last rotation here, we get the league task of planting 100 seeds of tithe farm, which I am not going to try to pronounce. Alrighty, let's deposit these 100 fruits into the sack. 45,000 farming experience, and I get extra stuff. 47 farming has been achieved, and we can now grow watermelons. That's perfect because I actually have a lot of watermelon seeds in the bank just from Wintertodt alone. So let's go do a farming run. Let's go get those limpworts, and hell, maybe 54 farming. Bang, and that is the easy diary completed. Alright, Elise, cough up the goods. Yes, please. 2% chance of catching 2 fish at once. 3 daily teleports to the Corinne Woodland. Access the Crabclaw Island, half the price. Lizardmen are more likely to drop a Xerix Talisman. That'll be good for charges. So the unique lamp is going to go on to Herblore. We need 30 Herblore first. Oh, we also completed a league task, which is pretty freaking cool. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Level 30 Herblore, leading into the unique lamp, which gives us 25,000 Herblore XP, and that is 10 Herblore levels for 40 Herblore. So let's claim our relic points, and we can select the final relic. Xerix Focus. You will now attack slightly more often with all attack styles. When hitting with any combat style, the delay between your attacks is reduced by 0.6 seconds. This is going to be awesome for raids. Now this relic alone is a sheer DPS increase since you are hitting more often. That is part of the reason why I did not take Konar's Blessing in the previous tier. So we're going to grab Xerix Focus, confirm it, and there is our final relic. Now we are on to just claiming all the points that we can so that we can try and reach that second goal. That second goal of top 1%. Quick little rune crafting level coming in here. 68. Whoa, my first genie. Wow, I don't know what I should use that on. Actually, fletching would probably be a good idea since I have the artisan relic. So it'll give me 10 times experience. Not bad. I mean, I probably should have used it in construction, but it's a pretty nominal amount when you think about it. That's like 2 construction creations. Another one coming in here. 69. And there is 70 rune crafting. I'm going to give rune crafting a bit of a rest for now, just after this next book here. I'll see if I can chain a few together, but then we're going to be moving back to Wintertodt until 80 agility.
You see, stereophonic sound for the home is recorded on 2 separate tracks, each one giving special...
Another pair of Pyromaniac boots. And with that, I now have all placeholders for the full Pyromaniac set.
to achieve a new dimension in sound impossible to obtain in a monaural recording.
Here we are. I'm about to do some Lovacange favor, but I can't actually wear the face mask. So the only choice we have is to continue our current Slayer task and slay all the cows. Bam! Level 10 Slayer has been achieved. This guy walks up and slaps your girlfriend's ass. What do you do? And here we have it, another 100 Golovinova fruits deposited. And that is 52 farming. Deposited. That is 55 farming, and we can now plant the next tier of seed. But on top of that, we can also grab the farmer's hat. Truly revolutionary. So there is our first 100 Bologano fruits completed, and we get the, of course, level 60 farming. I didn't even get to see that XP drop. Didn't even look because it's so late, but there's 2 league tasks completed. Just before I head off for the night, I'm going to claim the points so that we can start off fresh tomorrow, and that is a awesome 150 points. Good morning, and welcome to another lovely day on the Twisted Leagues. We're just doing up some tithe farming right now. So, I believe that I'm going to be starting combat today. Not just combat, but Slayer. So I ended up getting 10 Slayer yesterday as I wanted. As I wanted to start Lovacange favor, but it turns out that that sulfur area hits really hard, and there's 61 farming. And I feel having high 29s or low 30 HP is going to be very beneficial. So now that we've finished this off, I'm not sure if we'll get 65 farming or not, but if we do, that would be great, so we can head into the farming guild for the first time. 64, unlucky. But for now, we are going to run off, head to the bank, and use up all the supplies that I received from Wintertodt. So what I've decided to do is to do a little bit of everything every day. So I've decided I'm going to do 10 Wintertod crates until 80 agility. I'm going to do about an hour of Current library books until I have 77 rune crafting, as getting 77 rune crafting will be essential for maintaining the amount of blood runes that I'm going to be using in raids. And I think I'm going to arrange my bank. Alright, so everything's pretty organized now. I'm keeping these scroll boxes separated as I'm going to be heading back to aerial fishing to work on hunter and fishing at the same time. Now, aerial fishing isn't my favorite thing to do. I would much rather be trying to catch chinchampas. However, chinchampas are packed more so than aerial fishing. So the combat tab, obviously there's not much to this since we haven't really started combat yet. 500 chintz is going to be nice to use though. Here's the crafting tab, relatively organized. I'm going to be cutting up all these gems. I'm going to be using up all these resources, smithing, crafting, fletching. It's going to be great. Magic, again, we haven't really started combat, so there's not much to this tab. Now food, we are prepared for food, pretty much. Cooking up all this at the Hasidious kitchen is going to be great. Herbs, I'm going to clean all these, and the Herblore XP will be glorious. And the farming tab. So, once we get access to the farming guild, our unnatural selection perk is going to be coming in huge. So since we can choose our tasks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mass planting. I'm going to plant every patch in the farming guild, minus the tiers I can't get to, of course. Then, every time I go and do a farming run, I'm going to get about 5 to 8 seed boxes depending on how many of the plants die. So pretty much we have an endless amount of seeds coming into our bank. So yeah, with that, I'm going to do a quick farm run at the local patch. Then I'm going to come back and start to use up all these resources, see what levels I get. And there it is, level 60 crafting coming on in. So that is 51 to 65 crafting, just off of cutting all of the gems that I had sitting in my bank. Let's catch it. Give me a clue. A battle staff. Okay. Yeah, wow. A battle staff is actually an upgrade. So if you look at the slash bonus, plus 15, but when I equip the battle staff, oh, you need a magic level of 30 and an attack level of 30. Well, when we get there, the battle staff is an upgrade. Ooh, eclectic. Come on, give me the clue. Blue D-hide, chaps! Whoa! Now that's gonna come in huge when we start training range. Holy. Okay, okay. That initial 60 hunter, sort of starting to pay off, even though we have 74 now. Ooh, an easy clue coming in from the baby impling, as well as some anchovies. That was a nice world hop, if I'm honest. And if you guys couldn't tell, I'm doing fletching and hopping worlds, running along the little impling route to see if I can catch myself a lockpick so that we can do the artifacts minigame. 46 Herblore. So just from cleaning these herbs, we got from 40 to 46 Herblore. We got a bunch of fletching XP from those logs, so with my next Wintertod trip, maybe I'll get 95 fletching. Aw yeah, another lamp, which I get to use on Herblore. So I'm pretty sure we started off somewhere in the 30s, but now we've got 53 smithing. Now I've got 121 silver bars, 330 gold bars, and 167 steel bars. Next up, I'm going to smith up the steel bars, then figure out what I'm going to do with this gold, and probably make some amulets or something to high elk down the road on top of these longbows. Clue scrolls should give me plenty of nature runes. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. I'll probably keep around 10 to 20 of each cut gem just in case, and I'll probably keep around like 50 gold bars at the end of the day, just in case if I have to make some extra things such as games necklaces. I don't actually think emeralds are useful. Rubies and diamonds I can cut into bolt tips, but I have quite a few bolt tips already. Anyways, let's get smithing. 55 smithing has come in, which now means that we can create a Mithril Scimitar, which is indeed an upgrade from my current Steel Scimitar. We are taking a quick trip down to our house so that we can grab every single mold that is available from our tools storage 4 with everything that we require. So if you guys recall the clue scroll that we had a while back, it required a ring of life. So now we have a diamond ring, which at level 57 we can enchant it. 68 crafting, but 57 is a good mage level to get. And that's mainly because I need 55 magic for high alchemy, which is going to come in very handy at Red Dragons in the Forthos dungeon later in the game. So why not get an extra 2 levels so I can enchant my own diamond ring. Alright, so that's enough of that for now. I'm going to save some of the bars and some of the gems as well. But this is the moment you've all been waiting for. We are finally going to do some Slayer and start leveling up our combat. So I have a little bit of an idea of how I want to go about this. So currently my Slayer task is cows. I'm going to finish off this task with combat. Melee, I should say. We're going to finish it off with melee. Then next, we're going to grab a sand crabs task. Now, depending on what levels we get to from the cows task, I'm going to use melee combat until 30 attack and 20 defense, and then I'm going to train range. Following that task, we are going to take a Moss Giants task. A for the bones, B for the seeds, C for the runes. And also that will help us level up our magic. And there is our first task completed. We're going to go and create the Limestone Altar at our house. Chapel for 50,000 coins. Build. Alright, so let's build the altar. The Limestone Altar. And we will also build the lamps. It said lamp space, but they're really burners. So, for this first inventory, I'm not going to light them. I'm just going to use them on the altar. But for the big bones, that's when we will light them, since we have plenty of Marintils in the bank. Ah, yes. Having the agility level for both rocks feels good, man. I also forgot to mention, since we are grabbing sand crabs as our second task, we are going to get a bunch, and I mean a bunch, of easy clues. Wow, and there is 1250 total as we begin this sand crabs task. There is 30 attack, and adamant weaponry can now be equipped. There is 20 defense. This is my first time trying machine gun knives, and I think this is going to be awesome. So let's watch these levels roll in. Assuming I actually hit eventually. Okay, gotta admit, that was really awesome. But we used 118 knives. Let's go again. God, those animations are just... oh. Dude, knives are just so much fun to use with this. Holy crap, look at that XP roll in. And there is 20 range as well. And there's our first easy clue. So I'm going to save the knives now for tagging Dust Devils or anything that I need to tag for a Chinchampa's task. 30 range, and the Maple Shortbow has been equipped. And there we go. So by fletching all of my logs, I completely neglected to make U shortbow and a magic shortbow for myself for when I get 40 and 50 range respectively. There was a Wintertod damage calculator in the OSRS Twisted Leagues Discord, which I found pretty useful. So now that I'm at the next maximum HP before taking more damage, which is 31, next is 40, I'm going to do 10 Wintertods and then head back to Slayer, and then when I hit 40 HP, I'm going to head back, do another 10, and continue this cycle. Now I guess while I'm heading north through Arceus, I'll do an hour of books. Wow, this would be the 4th fishing event, but it's pretty nominal, the fishing XP I get at this point, so if I really want to train fishing, I can AFK barb fish, or even just camp anglers now. Come on, one more. Don't make me run. Yes, let's get this last level. 77 rune crafting, and we can now craft blood runes from Dark Essence. Yeah, let's just say, I got in the groove a little bit, and I decided to finish rune crafting while I was here. Time for a run of Wintertide. Well, that certainly took a while to complete. Anyways, 146k until the next agility level. We'll be back tomorrow for another 10 crates. So, as for these 10 crates, let's see what I grab. Nothing, as per usual. So now the plan is to go and do sulfur. Gotta mine up that sulfur for the Lovakenge favor, then I need to buy pots and balls of wool.